Hey guys, Steve Lacera here with another episode of Your Drummer Sucks. Today we'll learn a really easy way to do drum replacement or layering. First up in Pro Tools, we want to make sure that the keyboard focus mode is on. And that's this little icon here in yellow all the way on the right hand side. We also want to make sure that tab to transient is turned on because this is going to really help us out. Okay, tab to transient is up here on the top towards the upper left. You can do this either in slip or grid mode. Let's take a quick listen to these drums. And what you'll notice about them is A, they don't sound very good, and B, the drummer is not hitting the kick and snare with any sort of consistency. And that's when you want to do replacement or layering. Replacement if you don't like the sound at all. Layering if you just want to sort of bolster it and give it a little bit more meat. So we've got keyboard focus mode on, we've got tab to transient. And tab to transient is really important because every time we hit tab, it'll move us to the next transient in a track. Okay, and then option tab to move backward. We'll start by replacing our kick drum. We'll add one new mono audio track and we'll call it kick sample. I will open up my clips window here and I'm going to import a kick sample and a snare drum sample. You can do that using File, Import Audio, or you could simply drag and drop them from a folder. So we'll grab a couple of samples here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this kick drum sample. I'm going to move it way down here towards the beginning of the session. And I'll play that for you. Keyboard focus mode is really going to help us here. What it's going to do is it's going to help us navigate between the kick track and the kick sample track. We will not be manually copying this kick sample and trying to line it up. That's insane. You have better things to do with your life. We will click in the kick drum track, tab to the first transient, and then we're going to use our keyboard. We're going to use the P as in Peter key and the semicolon key. The semicolon key will move our cursor down track by track. The P key moves it up. We hit the semicolon, which brings our cursor into the kick sample track, and I paste the kick sample, Command V. And if I listen to this, it'll be perfectly aligned. Okay. The next thing that I need to do is I need to navigate back to my kick drum track and find the next kick drum. So I'll tab to the next transient, semicolon down to the kick track, Command V to paste it. Then I'll use P to navigate back up to the kick drum track, tab to transient again, semicolon, paste. P, tab to transient, semicolon, paste, P to navigate up, tab to transient, semicolon, paste. And if we listen to this little bit here, you can hear the kick drum is replaced. We can continue by doing that with the snare drum track. I can create a new track here, one new mono audio track. I'll call it snare sample. I'll go into my clips window and I'll grab my snare drum sample sound down here, which sounds like this. And I will copy that and I will click on my snare drum track, tab to the first transient snare drum, semicolon to navigate down to the snare sample track, Command V to paste it. Tap the P key to navigate up to the snare drum track, tab to the next transient, semicolon to navigate down to the snare sample track, Command V to paste it, P to navigate up, tab to transient, semicolon, paste, and we now have this. Very, very simple. It's a little bit tedious, but this will easily enable you to align the sample with the original sound so that you are not trying to manually manipulate these and move them around, which would surely make you crazy. So that's it for today. Thank you. Easy Drum Replacement. This is Steve Lacera.